Hey everyone, Zishan here from Royal LePage Signature, and this is the Market Minute for March 2024. In this video, we're going to do a comparison, a year-over-year comparison between sales, listings, months of inventory, and price across the GTA, Toronto, and New York region. We're going to jump right into these numbers, and we'll see that sales are slightly below what we had last year. We went from 6,896 to about 6,500 sales. In Toronto, a dip of about 9%. We went from 2,521 to 2,308, and in New York region, we were sort of flat at about 1,250. Now, the decrease in the amount of sales year over year looks strange because March is typically one of our busier months as we get into the spring market. But because the long weekend fell in March, the Easter long weekend, which is not typical, we saw a little bit less activity for the month of March. Now, the listings are an interesting picture to look at here. We see that we have an increase of about 23% in the amount of supply year over year in the GTA. We went from about 10,000 units for sale to 12,459. And this can mainly be attributed to the fact that we've seen a really big jump in the amount of condos for sale. We had 5,800 condos available for sale in the GTA in March, which is about 45% of our inventory. Almost 50% of our inventory is condo. In Toronto, that picture is even worse. We've had a jump of 30% in supply, which again, you might think would be a great thing for our market. But the problem is that of those 5,500 units available for sale, 4,000 are condos. So that's 71% of the Toronto inventory is condo based. In New York region, we saw a jump of about 26% in inventory. We went from 1,790 to 2,250 approximately. Again, the condos are less concentrated in New York region, and they only account for about 25% of our inventory in New York region. How this plays out is into our months of inventory, which tells us how long it would take for our supply to be absorbed. So in the GTA, we have 1.9 months of inventory. In Toronto, or about 2.4, and in New York region, 1.8 months of inventory. Just as a recap, 4 months of inventory is a balanced market. Anything above 4 or 5 months is typically a buyer's market, and below 4 months is a seller's market. So we see all our numbers hovering at about 2. And remember, going back to the listings, the bulk of our inventory is in condos. If you strip that out, the GTA would have a much lower months of inventory, and so would Toronto. How is it affecting prices? Prices are stable across the region. So in the GTA, we saw an increase of about 1.1%. In Toronto, that increase was about 3%, and in New York region, we dipped about 0.75%. So they're all sort of hovering fairly close to the sales figures over last year, which is good. We are looking for stability in our market. I do think, though, that as we move through the spring market, prices will start to progress. And should the Bank of Canada start decreasing rates, I think we'll see an accelerated pace through the back half of the year. Again, sort of contingent on some macro factors. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. If you have any questions, as always, please don't hesitate to reach out. Have a great day.